Jojo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R is coming back very soon with a new second season of DLC characters, all of which have been confirmed to be from parts 4, 5 and 8 respectively. So in this video I'm going to be predicting who I think the 3 remaining DLC characters are going to be for this game. So now without any further ado guys, let's get the list. We have Yuya and his stand called Highway Star, who I think will be the final DLC character from part 4, as they don't really have anyone else that they can really pull from besides him, as his stand is the only one that can actually work in a fighting game while the rest cannot. Now there is Mikitaka, but we've only seen him transform once during a actual fight in part 4, and that was only to assist Josuke, so he wasn't even involved in the fight itself all that much either, and he's not really a character that likes to fight anyway, so him being included just isn't possible. So again, that leaves Yuya to be the only logical choice here, especially since his stand can suck life energy from other characters, which can in turn heal him, so this can definitely be one of his main moves in the game, similar to how part 3 Dio stabs the opponent while healing himself in the process. Not to mention that this would also make up for Highway Star's weak fighting power, and also the stand does have other abilities as well, like its sense of smell and also being able to turn itself into these little tiny feet looking segments that can home in on someone at rapid speeds and also slow them down once those little segments get a hold of them. So with all this in mind, I have no doubt that CyberConnect 2 will make Yuya the final DLC character from part 4. Now next up we have Chocolata and Seko, who are Diavolo's strongest elite guards, and together I think they would make a great duo character with a very fun moveset for the game, just like Prosciutto and Pesci, as you have Chocolata's stand Green Day that can turn any living thing or person into mold. It can also allow Chocolata to stitch himself after he disembodies himself. That would be a cool addition to the moveset. And then of course you have Seko with his stand called Oasis that gives Seko a lot of physical strength along with the ability to liquefy any object or ground floor. So ultimately Seko and Chocolata would have a great moveset in the game, not to mention that there isn't really anyone else that they can pull from in part 5 that can work in a fighting game besides maybe Formaggio, as his stand Little Feet can fight with its finger blades at rapid speed along with its main ability to turn small and other people small too, which could make for a really interesting moveset. But regardless, I still see his chances of becoming DLC over the psychopathic duo to be very unlikely. Now I know that some of you want Abakio and are probably predicting him to be the final character from part 5, but I'ma say it right now, he is not coming. He was supposed to be in the original All-Star Battle game, but CC2 decided that they couldn't make his stand work in the fighting game, and it looks like they're gonna remain adamant with that decision for All-Star Battle R as well. So yeah, ultimately I think that Seko and Chocolata will both be the final DLC as one character from part 5. Now next up we have the final DLC prediction, but before I get into that guys, make sure to like the video if you've been enjoying it so far, as it is the easiest way to support the channel and it helps spread the video to viewers like you. Now onto the final DLC prediction, and I'm pretty sure you guys already know who I think it's gonna be. Just from the thumbnail alone, it is none other than Jobin Higashikata, who is a major antagonist in part 8 that has a stand called Speed King, which can use heat powers that are lethal at both close and long ranges. Now I know that many people are probably gonna disagree with this prediction, but I'ma be honest, while I am very well aware that the community wants to see both Go Beyond Josuke and Toru get added into the game, as do I too of course, ultimately I just don't see CC2 adding these 2 characters on their own without adding one with the other, as they both appear very late in the story together to, spoiler warning, obviously fight each other. But someone like Jobin can work and would make more sense as he appears very early in the story of part 8, so having him in the roster alongside the earliest version of Josuke wouldn't look as weird or bizarre. Now if we had Go Beyond Josuke from the get-go instead of the old version in the base roster, then I think that this would have made Toru's chances seem more likely. Now I'm not saying that his chances are impossible, same goes for Go Beyond Josuke by the way, but I just don't see them being higher than Jobin's chances. Now before people mention it in the comments, points. Yes, I am aware that Part 8 is the only part without its main villain in the game, but if that argument really held any weight or meant anything, then Toru would have been in the game's base roster from day one, let's be real. So yeah, ultimately I think Jobin will be the one to be the final DLC character from Part 8 for this game. But yeah, that ultimately does it, guys. Those are my JoJo All-Star Battle R Season 2 DLC predictions. Be sure to let me know your thoughts along with your own predictions in the comment section below, and subscribe for more future JoJo content as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care and peace.